Alright, welcome to another Oh Yeah Help Me series. Today we're going to we have a great series here with you, Words of Advice from a Young Latino Engineering Student. Today we have Adrian Saenz here with us today, a third year environmental engineering student from Oklahoma State University. Adrian, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. So, why did you decide to become an engineering student? Why did you take that route instead of other routes that, whether it's being an English major or accounting major or finance major?
Well, for me, my story began whenever I was a junior in high school. I found myself just sitting down trying to realize what I wanted to do with my life. So I started thinking about all the things that I was good at and what I liked. And then I found that I was really good at math and science, and I just really like working outside. So what I do, I just started looking up possible careers in engineering because it just clicked for me.
Nice. So, was there any story specifically that kind of motivated you or something that wanted to become an engineering student, especially environmental engineering?
Well, the story behind that is, I found myself Googling possible engineering types, and I found myself reading the descriptions, and then I came across this one that said surveying and natural disaster relief. And whenever I hear natural disaster relief, I instantly thought back to this commercial that I had seen a couple of weeks ago, where it's around the time of the Gulf spill, and you just see a technician cleaning a penguin laced in oil with Dawn soap, and I said, I wonder if that's what environmental engineers do. And then I thought to myself, man, I could clean penguins for the rest of my life, and I went with it, man.
Nice. So, as a young Latino, you enter college, you're already at college, you don't know what to decide as a major, or, you're in your first, second year, you just don't know what route to take as, what major I should be. So why should a young Latino be an engineering major?
Well, the first thing that you have to realize is that the number one reason why we do go to college is to get a better job.
Yeah.
And the benefits of choosing engineering in general is the need for engineers is always, 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 no matter if it was the past, the present, or the future, they're always going to be needed. So the job market is always there for them. The second benefit to engineering is that in today's society, the engineering careers and the engineering, just workforce is just dominated by white Caucasian males. And companies are looking to diversify their employees, so they're looking for minority engineering students. So that's another plus. It gives you a heads up whenever you do start searching for that job.
Okay, so there are beneficial payoffs to me as a future career. So once I graduate, I'll be able to at least get a job.
Yep, because if you show, if you work hard towards your dreams, people are gonna want that. People look for people like you because they want to diversify their team, and you're just a prime example. So they're gonna give you a job.
But engineering is just not environmental engineering, right? There's different components of engineering that we see in everyday lives, from possibly, the headphones that we wear, or to the computer we use, or to the building we're in. Isn't that true?
That's completely true. If you were to take a look around your room, everything and anything that you see had to do with engineering. Whether it be the building that you're in, that's structural and civil engineering. All the electronics you have, from your headphones to your Xbox to your PlayStation, it was all wired and computer animated. That has to go with electrical and computer engineering. And then the things that you're holding, the things that you're wearing, everything has to do with chemical engineering, because that goes down to what it's made of. So everything is reflective of engineering.
Nice. So now, okay, so if I'm a young Latino, I decide to be an engineering major, whether it's civil, chemical, or environmental engineer, and we hear sometimes the horror stories of engineering students, having no social life, studying 24/7, nonstop. So what are some best study practices and tips to survive as an engineering student?
I would say that the number one study practice to have is to have yourself a study group. Like me right now, I belong to it's me and five of my friends, and we call ourselves a geek squad. And it's pretty much like we get together and we just do homework for our classes. Because if you think about it, the number one payoff to this, if you go to class and then you get out and you start doing your homework, it might take you 3 hours to get it done. But if you have a group, you will go to class, you get out, and then instead of 3 hours, you knock it down to 1. So right there, you're saving yourself 2 hours of your life, 2 hours that you can actually use to get more sleep, use to go be social and meet new people. So just having that group of friends to help you out with your courses is just the best example of a study tip to have. The second best would be I mean, if a class is hard, obviously, you're just not understanding it correctly. So go look for help. Go get tutoring. A fun fact that I want to share with you today is: did you know that 3 out of 4 engineering students seek tutoring?
I did not know that.
That's a crazy statistic because I mean, looking back at it now, oof, I mean, tutoring for me was just plentiful. I mean, I could find it and it was so helpful, especially for those big exams. And I mean, if you think about it, and that statistic itself, I think that 1 out of 4 engineering students is not because they didn't want to, it's because they didn't know how to ask for help.
I see. So, if I form a study group, I don't have to be best friends with them and go hang out with them all the time, right?
Of course not. I mean, the whole purpose of that study group is to get the homework done, to study for that test,
Yeah.
just to get the work that was assigned to you finished. After that, I mean, it depends. It depends on the person. If they're really good friends of yours, then you can go out to eat. But I mean, it's not mandatory. None of this is mandatory. It's all optional.
Okay. So, are there any support networks out there for young Latino engineering students, whether it's be a national organization or a regional, local organization?
The wonderful thing about just going to college is that the number of organizations the college holds, I mean, it's crazy. Like, my college has 464 organizations, and they range from anything. But there's 3 important ones that I want to touch on. There's national organizations, there's local, and then there's programs. The national organizations, I mean, those would primarily be like professional societies that link you with people who have already excelled in that career fair, who've already made it, and who can, I mean, possibly connect you with their employees, or just, I mean, just help you locate this internship, help you locate this source of financial aid or scholarships. I mean, it's awesome. That's one. The second one are the locals, and I mean, those are usually made up of people who are also in your same degree, or people who are made of your same ethnicity, people who want to be the same thing that you want to be. And the beauty of that is, I mean, if you pull together, you could do great things. You could go to conferences, which I strongly recommend going to conferences because I mean that's again more network opportunities, more scholarships, more internships. I mean, just the benefits of a conference are amazing. And then you could also do things that matter to you. Because for me, community service is a big one. And for my organizations, I mean, we pride ourselves in giving back to our community. The last one that I want to talk about are programs. Now, programs are very distinct from organizations because, I mean, you actually do have to apply with, I mean, a simple application and then, I mean, an interview and then you're in. But the benefits of this is that, did you know that there's certain programs whose sole purpose is to make you better? So they're willing to give you a monthly or a semester stipend for just doing the things you already do.
So is there one engineering organization that you're part of right now?
For me, I mean, my biggest and my most favorite one is the Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers. It's a national organization that started in California in 1976. And since then, I mean, it just grew because, I mean, our sole purpose is to increase the number of minority students pursuing STEM fields. That's the sole purpose. Where people take it after that, I mean, it's college by college. But I know for us, we're really big on outreach, on bringing high school students to Oklahoma State, giving back to our community, and participating in small events, and especially going to those conferences.
Nice. So, okay, so now we have, engineering majors. There are jobs out there for you. You're benefiting society. You're doing actually something good in society, and it's part of your everyday life. You can survive as an engineering student. There are different options as being an engineering student, organizations out there. Any last words of encouragement, whether it's for that young Latino deciding whether or not to be an engineering major, or that young Latino out there who's an engineering major and facing some struggles and thinking about, just quitting being an engineering major and going somewhere else?
I think the number one thing to remember whenever you choose to go to college in general, it's just, I mean, you have to be social. You have to be willing to accept that sometimes you just don't understand this material and you need help. So you have to be able to say, hello, my name's Adrian Saenz and I'm really struggling in this course. Can you help me? And I'm pretty sure 150% of the time, that person is either going to know how to help you or can send you to the right place where they can help you. Okay. And then, I mean, you just got to keep going. I mean, we're here to graduate. That's our number one goal. Never give up. And, I mean, just never give up on your dreams, really.
Nice. All right, Adrian, thank you for being part of this series. I want you and everyone else to check out other series at www.oyehelpme.net.
Also, follow us on Twitter at OyeHelpMe, and if you have any special requests or any subject materials that you want us to cover, just give us a tweet, and we'll be more than willing to help you out with that.
All right, thank you. See you next time.